Hello everyone, this is H to the Husky here. I'm going to be casting a 1 versus 1. Get back to work, probes. My goodness, lazy from the start. Wow. Anyways, H to the Husky here, casting a 1 versus 1. We've been over that, but this time it is going to be between WhiteRa, which I think is WhiteRa. I think that this is actually WhiteRa. I don't know why his name is WhiteRa, but that is absolutely hilarious. And he is going against BratOK, so another game with BratOK, which we did just see. I would consider an epic series between BratOK and the little one, which was a TVT. Now we do have a TVP with BratOK. Now, before everyone goes, oh, I don't want to see Terran anymore, admit it, you were going to do it. You were going to do it just like that. I will try and find a good Zerg versus Protoss. I don't think we've had one of those in a while, and so I will try my best to find a good one. But someone named Kyle sent me this email in my huskyreplays@gmail.com account, and it said, I quote, "Husky," in all caps, "this game is so epic. You simply must cast it." I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. And then he gives away part of what happened in the game. But I'm not going to give that part away. So, you know what, Kyle? If this game is not epic, and if I'm not on the edge of my seat, I'm going to be pretty angry, because it is currently 6:45 in the morning. I am completely jacked up on my third or fourth 20-ounce Mountain Dew, and I should probably sleep before I die. So, why is this not getting made? What is going on? Oh, he's mining. Okay. I was like, why is that just sitting there? It is a see-through assimilator. So I am going on very little sleep. I don't know why I'm still up. But I can't stop watching StarCraft. I've seriously watched like 40 replays today. And I cast a bunch of games. Some of them are really bad, though, so I'm not going to upload them. Trust me, they aren't worth the time. Like, seriously, before anyone asks, they were so bad. Not even worth your time to watch them. So I'm hopefully going to make up for it with this game. I'm really tired. And this commentary is literally brought to you by Mountain Dew. Now, I'm not getting paid to say that, but literally, I would be in bed right now were it not for my third or fourth Mountain Dew. So, we do have a fairly standard open here from WhiteRa, but he is actually getting out a Zealot before his Stalker. That's something you actually don't see that often because of the chance of Reapers, as Zealots are worthless versus Reapers. Anyone who knows how to micro, like my grandma could micro a Reaper and kill a Zealot. So usually you don't see Zealots that often, but good to see WhiteRa just sticking it to the man. He's just saying, you know what? Reapers are for losers, and BratOK is not a loser. That's what he said. And so there is his first Zealot there, just kind of chillaxing out. Chillaxing out. That didn't even make sense, but we're just going to stick with it. So there's the pylon on the high ground for, I don't know what that's for, I guess to spot the high ground. And the second gateway is here. This is a little bit different. A lot of the games we saw with the, or at least the games I saw, I don't know if I uploaded them yet, but a lot of the games I saw with the Korean players is they would always get their robotics before the second gateway. Just a personal preference, I would assume, as the warp gate technology is now on the way. And you guys know what time it is. The Destiny Cloud Fist into a bunker build, as he has gone the barracks into a factory into a starport, which just basically opens up a plethora of tech switches, or tech paths, I should say, for the Terran player to go. So he could be getting a Reaper and then a Hellion, which I don't think we're actually going to see that. He could be getting an early Raven. He could be getting some Banshees. I'm not so sure, because really it's up to the Terran player to, whoa, talk about an early Nexus here. I think it's because, I'm not sure. He was, I don't know, he wants to expand early off of getting 2 gateways, which that's not unheard of. I mean, it is possible. I personally would just get snowplowed by Marine Marauder builds if I did this. But, oh, canceling an upgrade there to get 1 more Marine, as he apparently really wants to make it a full house inside this bunker and fit 1 more Marine. Because really, you cannot have a Kager party inside a bunker without another. With 3 Marines, I mean, come on. That's just no fun, and you need a designated driver. But there are the Banshees on the way, at least 1 Banshee, and then the cloaking now is on the way for that Banshee. And there goes the reactor right now, the barracks as well. The factory hasn't really done all that much, and apparently just now starting his wall-in. Kind of interesting to do it this way. Usually if you're going to do any sort of wall-in at all, you'll just wall in with your first buildings. But he decides not to, as he's just now throwing down that supply depot at that location. The Banshee now is out, so it is going to be up to WhiteRa. WhiteRa. Number 1, to get these probes back to work, and number 2, to prevent the Banshee from causing too much harassment. Now, I'm really curious to see what this pylon, if this pylon comes into play in this game, because that is a really interesting placement for that pylon, because the Banshee can just snipe it. So I'm not sure what purpose that serves. Maybe he'll get view of the high ground and he can summon units up there. I'm not so sure exactly what his plan is there, but that is very interesting there by WhiteRa. And one probe with a mouthful of minerals is going to scout out that watchtower. The observer gonna slowly work its way over to the right side of the map, probably to scout out the Terran base, I would assume. And wow, WhiteRa is actually going for gate, but it is delayed off because there is that expansion. So now the Banshee's here, and this observer probably going to have to turn around, or he's going to have to chrono boost out another observer, which actually he just finished it right there. I don't know if he chrono boosted it, but he needed to get one out. And he can actually spot the Stalkers are trying to chase this down, but they get going the wrong way. So this Banshee will get away, or it'll get away. Okay, that was pretty close. I don't know what that Banshee was stopping for. That is like a Daredevil Banshee. That is Evil Knievel. Only it would have to be a girl's name. So Evil Knievla. Evil Knievla. Oh man, sometimes my jokes are just so miss. Like there's no hit involved with my jokes. It's just all miss. I am just nothing but air when I'm shooting those jokes out there. But really, I'm liking WhiteRa's, also known as WhiteRa's build order. Let's check his APM. If he has to at least be over 100 to be WhiteRa. Okay, WhiteRa usually does hover around like 110, 108. So a lot of people ask me, and I already mentioned this before, but a lot of people are like, Husky, do you need 300 APM to be as good as the WhiteRa? And you guys have like a monocle on. No, you don't. You only need like 108 to be as good as WhiteRa, apparently. So StarCraft 2, that's the kind of cool thing about it is, I mean, yeah, a lot of APM does help, but you can get by. You can be as good as WhiteRa with just 100 APM. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Do not get discouraged. It's just all about how you think and all about how you execute and use those APM correctly. And so, anyways, so a lot of Marines. There's that early Raven. I think I mentioned the possibility of an early Raven a little bit earlier. And, oh, by the way, let me know, guys, in the comments, do you want the music louder or do you want it quieter? Or just how it is right now? I'm kind of curious because I've been tweaking it a little bit. And I want to get the perfect balance where if I'm like, you know, regurgitating, which I do a lot in my cast, that's just kind of how my body works, I guess, then you can just listen to the sweet music until my very annoying voice comes back and then interrupts the amazing music. Which, by the way, if you guys have not watched the StarCraft 2 Collector's Edition DVD, they talk about the music, and I was actually impressed. They had an individual composer for each race of their music, so it's done actually by 3 different guys. So, I don't know. Whoever did the Terran music, though, they obviously watch Firefly, and so that makes me a big fan. So, yeah, the Terran music definitely sounds like it's from Firefly. I'm going to shut up. So, no, I won't shut up. I'm going to talk about this game now, as there are a bunch of Marines and a Raven. As Ravens, by the way, very frustrating as a Protoss player, because it's like, oh, my Stalkers are going to shoot your Marines. Just kidding, there's a point defense drone intercepting all the damage. So, I'm just going to lose all my units now. That's what happens when you are a Protoss. Do note that WhiteRa is actually keeping a pretty good force here inside of his base to make sure that there's no crazy drops or anything like that. And also his gateway positioning is very interesting. It's nowhere, I mean, I usually place my gateways up here, and then I lose them all when I get attacked, and it's very frustrating. But he actually put them down here where it's basically impossible to kill them. And if there is a drop, they have a lot less surface area to actually drop there. So we do have Zealot Legs completed. I guess I could look at the production tab, as we do have Psystorm on the way, a high yield expansion on the way for WhiteRa, as well as a pretty epic pylon right there. This pylon, all right, let's take bets. You guys think this pylon's going to last the whole game, or is it going to be destroyed? I'm going to say it will last the whole game. So we're going to keep an eye on that pylon. We are going to name him Pylo. It is Pylo the Pylon, and if he dies, I'm going to be very sad. But the high yield expansion down here should be on the way for the Terran player as well, as he has cleared it out. There he goes, on the way right now. And we have some ghosts in here with the EMP, which is very devastating against Protoss. I think my favorite thing the ghost says is when he's like, it's getting too hot. Or he says it's like, it's hot in here or something. I don't know, it cracks me up. I think he's like, it's getting too hot. And that just cracks me up. I don't know. But Psystorm on these Marines should be pretty exciting to watch, as WhiteRa loves his charge lots / Psystorms. Is he expanding again already? WhiteRa, you monster! He's actually just getting a pylon, but he's still a monster. And what is this Raven doing? You're gonna get sniped! Oh! Oh! He just one-shot that Raven with that High Templar. Oh my god, that is the most hilarious thing I think I have ever seen. The High Templar is just like, yeah, man, what's up? Oh, you're dead. All right, High Templar 1, Raven 0. As wow, he one-shot it, man. I don't think I've ever seen that, but maybe I just need to watch more replays when I don't have enough sleep. So actually, there's a second robotics on the way. So WhiteRa's macro, you do not want to mess with, because he is macroing like crazy right now. And I mean, look at this. If you look at the army size, he is ahead in supply, just like straight up. Although losing that observer not going to help. Goodbye, 100 gas. As his supply count is pretty high. We do have some ghosts. I mean, some Ghost Academy. We have a Ghost Academy. There we go. No nukes on the way. Way too many SCVs in the main. They definitely are going to have to transfer to the high yield here, which I'm sure they will. There they go. Their little train of SCVs are going to go down there. Yeah, and they definitely can one-shot these Ravens with feedback. I mean, 140 life and 200 energy. I was not expecting that, though. Like, just no way. These guys, look at them, just chilling on the balcony. They're just going to storm. Well, actually, they can only storm, like, this area. But they're just going to chill up there, being total bosses. Did I miss a Psy Storm? I think I missed a Psy Storm. We're going to see how many kills. He has 8 kills, so he killed 8 SCVs. My apologies for missing it. I know someone's going to be mad, and someone's going to post in the comments, Husky, don't watch the minimap, because someone always does. My bad. I'm trying to get better, guys, but if I watch the minimap, then I missed out. I'm terrible. I fail, okay? Let's just all agree. I think we can all agree on one thing, and that's that I fail. All right, so we still haven't actually seen, like, anything die. We have a total of like 20 units dead this game. That's definitely not common. That is common in real war. Usually 17 minutes into a real war, not 20 people have died. But this is StarCraft, man. Oh, we're missing something over here because I'm terrible, like I said, but we are going to see a storm on top of these units. No one has died yet. I think he delayed that Nexus, and it is going to get there. Is there enough feedback? Could one-shot the medevac? But, oh, he did it again! Oh boy, this is a feedback frenzy. I wonder, does that only count as 1 kill? Actually, apparently that counts as 0 kills. As that High Templar, unless there's another one who did it. Not you. Okay, it doesn't only count as 1 kill, even though that was a full medevac of units. Well, you know what? You know what, WhiteRa? Just throw pylons down anywhere. I mean, come on. You can throw them down wherever you want. He's got one down here. He's got one up here. He's even got the most hilariously placed cannons I think I've ever seen. Because he's WhiteRa, so he's going to do exactly what he wants. And at this point, it is just a let's play Sim City, because they are just building up their city as much as they can. And I wish I could make more fitting Sim City jokes, but I actually don't know that much about Sim City. What you can have riots, I think. So we'll pretend that this is a riot on the blue player Sim City, and that this is aliens attacking the red Sim City. Aren't there aliens in Sim City? I haven't played that game since I was like 9. But regardless, we are finally going to see an epic battle. Yes, the only casualty so far is the missile charge, but we should see some storms on top of these units. Where are the storms? The ghosts are EMPing everywhere. They possibly have EMP'd all the High Templar. This Colossus doesn't even care the fact that he is shooting through a giant cliff, and WhiteRa just got owned. I was going to say plastered, but I don't think that was quite the correct word there. So there's the storms. Oh, from the balcony, High Templar is going to eat up a lot of these units. They are just sitting up there drinking martinis. Oh, wait, now they're dead, but they went out. No, Pylo just went down. He didn't stand a chance. Oh, sweet Pylo, how we loved you so much. And these ghosts, they're like, it's getting too hot. And so they're going to run out of there. Oh, man, they're all in the red. They had one crazy time over at that Protoss base, but they definitely need to get out of there. And these High Templar are going to be storming. Not very effective there, as there wasn't even that many units left, but able to clean that up, I guess. But as far as the units lost go, definitely Terran player is in the best of shape right now. So, yeah, man, WhiteRa definitely got decimated. If we look at the army size, actually identical. I don't know how that works out. Maybe Oh, 81 probes to 65 SCVs, but there's 6 mules in there. And yep, they're mining the hell out of this bottom right expansion. Very common there to land a command center there and summon all your mules there because it is safe. Oh, where's the storms? Where's the storms? 2 zealots attacking a missile turret, and even the Raven just throwing down that auto turret. So no crazy storms on this army quite yet. This medevac definitely low on HP, but other than that, everyone's looking good. These ghosts are fully healed back to full, and actually 2 attack 1 armor upgrades already for the Terran, while 2 attack 1 armor upgrades for the Protoss. Way for me to be behind. And I swear, these things remind me of those skip-its. Like when that scan goes down. You guys remember, is that what it was called? Was skip-it? Oh, we're going to see mad EMPs. That's just what we saw on top of all the High Templars. Just throwing some more in there just for fun. And, yeah, so why not? Be an Archon. And he's probably going to get EMP'd. And, wow, those ghosts are just tearing through that Archon. Goodbye. Here comes another battle. The ghosts are getting out of there. It's getting too hot. And they're actually blocking these zealots because they can't actually see. Should be an observer somewhere in there. Do you know you can EMP the observer to get it out of stealth? And a couple of zealots over here, possibly to run down here at this command center. There they go. He really wants this missile turret. Like, when all is said and done, he wants to kill that missile turret. And 3 of the zealots are going to run down here and kill this SCV. I don't think they'll be able to kill that command center. I think the chances of that are very slim. But this High Templar is ready for a storm. Apparently storming a turret there. Maybe... Okay, that's definitely what that was. And so a lot of medevacs are chilling. Keep in mind, I think all these units are grouped in one hotkey group. So 1 storm on top of all these SCVs. But for now, I think he's just going to storm the ramp because that is all he can get. But got to be getting a flank over here. Could be seeing a lot of storms. He needs to storm these ghosts, I think. And the zealots are melting away before they're able to kill anything. But there are a lot of Colossus over here, but they are getting flanked. A couple of Vikings finally showing up on the field. Was wondering when they were going to get here. And this army is going to decimate WhiteRa, and that guy is just saying, I don't even want to storm anymore. And oh, Pylo is back! Is that Pylo or is that his twin sister? I don't know. We're just gonna pretend that's Pylo because I really can't imagine a game without Pylo. I don't know about you guys, but I really never quite recovered from, I mean, just basically the murder, the cold-blooded murder of Pylo last game, or not even last game. It was like last 10 minutes ago. So, I haven't recovered from that. And WhiteRa apparently not wanting to fully mine from this expansion just yet. He is almost mined out at his high yield. His natural still gone. I do like how he has double upgrades going. Double the upgrades, double the fun. Your zealot just got owned by marauders. That really didn't flow. That is a lot of missile turrets on the way. So, he definitely wants to secure this. Okay, a little overkill. Definitely. So is WhiteRa, I hope WhiteRa gets a mothership or something. That would make my day. And gonna slice and dice a couple of units here. Doesn't have a single air unit to shoot these Vikings. So those Colossus are definitely gonna die. But there is a lot of zealots, man. Apparently this is how you beat Terran, is you just make a lot of zealots and then run them into the main. And so that's exactly what we're witnessing right now, as I think we saw a feedback or something go down. Oh, feedback all over the place. Feedback! That's not really a spell you can yell out in high anticipation and excitement. But there are still more zealots up here, but the Vikings actually pretty effective against the zealots as they are melting away right now. Don't think there's enough zealots to deal with all the Vikings. Indeed, there's not. This zealot just says, I want to kill this turret, as I feel like I'm playing TF2 and I want to kill turrets because turrets in TF2 are really good. Now that is a lot of barracks, and they look kind of like condos, how they're all lined up like that. So hopefully they have a swimming pool there for all those units. These medevacs are very low because of the feedback. Gotta remember, the feedback is kind of like a double whammy, as you get not only damage on the medevacs, but you also take all their energy. And this has got to be the most robo bays I've ever seen in one game. 4 robotics facility. I know someone's going to call me out on it, so I have to make sure I pronounce it correctly. So I don't think I've ever seen a high-level game with more than 3. So we are going to see a lot of Immortals and a lot of Colossus. I think we should mostly see Colossus, though, as Immortals just get owned with EMP. So that's never very a fun situation. I mean, they're still okay even when they don't have their shields, if you can keep them in the back. But I don't know. So far, BratOK has been doing very, very well in EMPing them and sniping them with those ghosts. And it is good to see BratOK getting a bunch of Vikings here because, I mean, that's a lot of Colossus. You need a lot of Vikings to deal with that, just straight up. My God, man, is this legal? This looks like a like a frisbee, just kind of laying right there, an unfinished missile turret. But yeah, he definitely needs a lot of Vikings, and it looks like he's going to repair all these, which is very good. Great eye in response there, BratOK. Oh, battle cruiser operational, although not quite yet. That was a little preemptive. I don't think there is an actual battle cruiser yet. Nope, not one on the field. So that was a preemptive voice acting. So now WhiteRa apparently wanting to kill these missile turrets when he really needs his Colossus over here attacking this army. Hopefully there are some EMPs got to go down on this army. There should be point defense drones going down somewhere. I can't quite see one on my screen though. And does WhiteRa have enough? I think that the Colossus are going to clean this up. There is nothing to kill the actual Vikings though. There goes that point defense drone. So WhiteRa did lose all of those units, but he was also able to kill this army, trying to reinforce this as fast as he can. Are we going to see feedback, or are we going to see storms? It is going to be storms on top of those units. Keep in mind, though, that in StarCraft 2, storms are not very effective against air units. Definitely not as effective as they were in StarCraft 1. Now, every expansion has officially been taken as these probes are just bored waiting for this Nexus to finish. And with, look, he just macroed, this is an entire army that he just macroed up like in 2 seconds off of these buildings. So he is going to be making units like crazy. Battle cruiser operational. Okay, that's so bad. I can't even get that one close. But regardless, there are now 2 battle cruisers, but they can be feedbacked. They can be feedbacked. That's the only way I know how to say that. Feedback can be used on the battle cruisers. So what are you, High Templar, doing? Are you going to storm some SCVs? Yes, you are, but these SCVs are pissed. They have finally had enough of this whole getting size storm business, so they are just going to take it into their own, I'd say hands, but I think they only have drills. So they're taking it into their own drills. What is that zealot doing? Definitely not a hero zealot there. I'm trying to think of what is the hero that Arnold Schwarzenegger played. Conan? Was it Conan? Did Arnold Schwarzenegger play Conan? That was not a Conan zealot. As if it was an Arnold zealot, it would have killed all that, no problem. How many of these things we got going, man? So we have a battle cruiser coming from here, here, and here. So I feel like we're playing big game hunters, and I'm hoping that WhiteRa is going to start getting some carriers. I don't know if he knows carriers exist. I don't know if he knows a mothership exists. But we'll see. We'll see if he starts taking towards that. That would make my day. Or Void Rays even. A lot of Void Rays would be fun to see. I don't know though. I don't know. He's WhiteRa, man. He doesn't even care about that stuff. He's just like Immortals, Zealots, Stalkers, and High Templar. That's what I'm going to go with right now. And are there still ghosts in here? There is 1 ghost remaining. Spoiler alert, all your friends died, so your odds don't look very good. So let's see, 3 attack, 3 armor, while the Protoss has 3 attack, 3 armor, and 1 shields. Soon to be 0 shields, am I right, as they get EMP'd. So the observer's got to check out what's going on over here. We could see another epic battle. This is very Immortal heavy, although there's only 1 ghost in this army, I think. So storms are going down top of this army, and then the Zealots are just booking it through there, trying to stay warm under that blanket of storms. However, not the best idea. And so these units trying to hold the line by themselves, not going to work. Do you have enough energy for Storm? Yes, you do. Turn around and Storm. Turn around and Storm. Turn around and do the Storm. The new sensational dance that is sweeping the nation by storm. Shapow. Zing, and another miss. And WhiteRa is actually doing fairly well, surprisingly well with these units, actually. Well, he is running some units over here to try and lock down this expansion, but there's really not that much to lock down as it just flew away. And so WhiteRa is going to be losing this army, but he is storming this army pretty effectively, stacking the storms. Unfortunately, that does not make them more effective, and almost killing that entire thing. At the same time, the battle cruisers have been feedbacked. Feedbacked? Is that the right? I still don't know how I should say that. And they are very low on HP. At least one of them is, but they were able to lock this expansion down and just starting to shovel these probes into their mouth. This is like hungry battle cruisers. Gotta be killing all that. Although Archons have finished annihilating those medevacs, just decimating them and tearing down the house or something. I don't even know, but they're gone. And not really a lot of energy left on the battle cruisers or on the High Templar to actually feedback. But a bunch of Stalkers are actually up here. Look at this blink micro on these Stalkers against these battle cruisers. I think that BratOK forgot his battle cruisers, forgot where he parked them, because now he is losing all 4 of them. That is why you want to get one of those little steering wheel cover things to prevent people from stealing your battle cruisers and blowing them. Oh, this is just humiliating. Talk about this Archon, man. Getting darts thrown at him, and he's stuck on that little ledge. So I think that these 4 Stalkers are actually going to be able to kill these battle cruisers. So BratOK had a bunch of battle cruisers, but he just kind of I don't know. I hope he had insurance on those because they all died. I think he lost actually every single one. No, he's got one. Where are you, battlecruiser? Where are you? There. Whoa, look at that. Nice formation around that battlecruiser. Unfortunately, he doesn't know that all of his buddies died. 3 attack, though, and 1 armor done for that battlecruiser as well. So that was actually a huge mistake on BratOK's part, although BratOK is still way ahead as far as units lost. However, he has been losing his army time and time again, and he lost all of his battlecruisers, which is what he was really, really invested in. So, I don't know. I just don't know. Gonna blink up here, start killing these missile turrets, which, again, I don't really know what the purpose of all those missile turrets was, as WhiteRa has never gotten any carriers or anything. So he's got to go down here. He needs to kill these mules. Goodbye, mules. That is a lot of energy worth of mules, although they almost live to their maximum capacity anyway. And gotta try and snipe this orbital command. Don't know if he's gonna get it, although he did blink over there, and so he should get it. There he goes. Now he's gonna have to try and blink away, although he is going to lose a lot of these. The High Templar just waiting, just chomping at the bit here to get some side storms going. Right now. Oh, we got EMP'd, or it missed, or something. But the storm did go off. They get sniped. So who cares about EMP when you can just get sniped in the face? And that army almost all died. One more storm would have completely destroyed that. Oh, Pylo, I love you. Please marry me. Although, really, I don't think he talks much. Or her. Was it a her? I think I said it was his twin sister. Regardless, there is an attack force over here, able to clean up everything that was left over here, which was not much. And this guy, he is going to have post-traumatic stress disorder. And did I say that right? Probably not. As everyone around him died, he is just barely surviving with 4 HP. And this probe could actually kill him if he wanted. But that probe doesn't want to. This High Templar could not kill him because there's no energy. And there we go. Stalker's like, come on, guys. It's not that big of a deal. Pretty easy to just secure this. So this is a pretty sizable Marauder force. They're going to stim and run over here, try and chase down these Colossus. Are they going to get him in time? As I feel like they just took steroids and they're just running all over the place. It does look like they'll get away. Oh, no, they decide to turn around and die, apparently. Was the plan on that one. Softening up the ghost, and they're like, it's getting too hot. And this Colossus, man, that is one ballsy Colossus. But more storms over here on top of this army. Got to bring up their health tab as they are very low on HP, just booking it around. Oh, this Colossus could kill many of them. Oh, I swear that last shot totally missed. Totally got whiffed on that one. Another possible, actually, big drop over here, which I don't know if WhiteRa is going to have enough to deal with this. His army size is dwindling. You got to remember, though, the resources lost has just been 18,000. So WhiteRa could... Oh, that was fast. That guy died. He didn't stand much of a chance. He's like, hey, guys, I'm warping in from Ire. What's going on? And then he dies. And I actually think that WhiteRa is in a lot of trouble here. As if we look at the units, 23 Marines, 18 Marauders, a Battlecruiser, and 3 Ghosts versus a Zealot, 2 Colossus, and 3 Stalkers, as well as a High Templar. So WhiteRa, I don't think, has anything to deal with these drops, because at this point, BratOK still has full map control, and his army is very scary, and stimming there for 1 Marine. Well played, well played. But he does have enough medevacs to actually heal that very quickly. Plus, you actually want to keep your medevac health pretty low so they don't get too much feedback. And so these Marauders, it is a shooting gallery over here. They are definitely going to get a lot of target practice before this Archon comes over and kills them all. And so, whoa, another army dying right here. This is a really bad spot for WhiteRa. He's been playing pretty well, but he lost his army a couple of times when I think that he... I don't know, that's just what happened. 21 medevacs? 21? I have a hard time believing that. There's like 6 or 7. Where are the other... Oh! Spoiler alert, all your medevacs are in your main. I feel like this is like F-Zero or something, and they're like all ready to race. So I don't know if BratOK actually knows he has these. That would be interesting to see if he knew about those. But he does have 21 medevacs, so if there is something that needs healing, oh, Pylo, you died, didn't you? And now this Pylon's going to die too. This is too depressing for me to watch anymore, as they're just all dying now. And whatever was in there is never meant to be. So this is not looking good for WhiteRa unless he can storm, unless he can pull the perfect storm. Then man, these jokes are so bad this go around. I don't know what the deal is. So yeah, I don't know what WhiteRa can do. He's making a Nexus. He's got a bunch of idle probes, and all he's got is a couple of High Templar. So and they're getting sniped too. The sound of that snipe is just hilarious. There's like pew 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 pew. And killed all the High Templar. Gonna warp in a couple more because why not? Storm, 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 storm it, storm it, storm it, baby, storm it, baby. Where are the storms? Where are the storms? There we go. Unfortunately, now they have a lot of room to move, so that's actually not going to kill that many. And I think that WhiteRa is going to lose, but this game was really fun. I am going to go drink more Mountain Dew because I think that this game is definitely over. And, oh, we got a Colossus over here. He had like 11 kills, and he exploded into a firework, so we're celebrating, what, 4th of July? Or whatever holiday you celebrate in your country that involves fireworks. And if your country doesn't celebrate any holiday with fireworks, that is one boring country. I'm sorry, because fireworks are awesome. I don't care if it's like Hug a Tree Day. There needs to be something with fireworks, which I guess that'd be kind of counterproductive, like using fireworks on a nature day. But whatever, regardless, I want to know what country or what holiday your country celebrates with fireworks. Every country needs a holiday that you celebrate with fireworks. That's just how this whole thing works. And so there's going to be a drop over here in the top left side. I somehow don't think that 2 cannons is going to be enough to prevent this. And there we go. The duck load raw TTs and then GGs and then rocks kiss. Everyone was telling me that it's BratOK or like BratOK or BratOK. I like to say BratOK. So that's just what I do. He knows I love him. Actually, I don't even know if he knows I exist. But if he, in a perfect world, he would know that I love him. And apparently, WhiteRa's like, oh man, I'm against the ropes. I have nothing left. I'm dying. I'm going to make a warp prism. So, actually, where was that warp prism making? Oh, no, he already had it made. So my job is, oh, that was easy. It's right there. I was going to play Let's Find the Warp Prism, but I already beat that game, apparently. And so, wow, I'm sorry that this commentary was so bad. I'm just so tired. And it is currently 7:40, 7:50 in the morning. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you to Kyle for sending me this replay. It was, I would say, it was epic. I was on the edge of my seat, I would say at least 40% of the time. So not bad. I can't be mad about that. These medevacs, though, I seriously wish I could call up BratOK and be like, dude, did you know you had 21 medevacs? Like, I'm just curious. Like, I mean, they have like 200 out of 200 energy. So I wonder if I can actually find that Raven getting sniped really quick. That was too hilarious. I think that was my favorite part of this game. So, where's that Raven at? Where is it at? We're just going to wait. We're just going to speed this up. And I can't remember how far into the game it was, though. I remember I was talking about these guys. And let's see, production. So he has this on the way. And he should get some High Templar here pretty soon. It seriously made me laugh. Like, I almost choked on my own tongue when he did. Okay, there's the High Templar. And where's the Raven at? There's the Raven. So, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. And boom! Let's watch that again. Instant replay. Okay, oh man, okay. It's not as instant as I would like. Here it goes. Here we go. We're going to watch this in as slow motion as possible. Apparently normal is the slowest I can go. So, here we go. Oh, the High Templar sees it, and boom! One-shots the Raven. One more time. One more time, and then I'm going to bed. Okay, gotta speed this up. Come on. Here comes the Ravens. Normal speed. The Observer's like, there's the Raven. And the High Templar's like, I see it. I'm going to feed back. Boom. And then those parts fall into the water. And then, oh, man, I really need to go to bed. So that's that. And I will see you guys next time. Wow, everyone's going to unsubscribe to me.